Welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. This is a collective reading for the beginning of August 2023. And the theme is you're already doing it. And underneath it says, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So what came out in the cards was like all these reminders of those things that you have been doing and that you are doing it, you're moving in the direction you need to be, but to maintain those things. So with that, we have shine. So continue to shine your light, continue to be in your authenticity and your integrity. So integrity is standing your ground, standing in your truth, standing for what you believe, regardless of what anyone else thinks, partly because it's your journey, it's not theirs. They're not doing it for you. So shining your unique light and standing in your truth and integrity. That's part of what this entails for your growth. Bottom of the deck, we have mirrored souls. So the first impression I had was actually you with your higher self, or you with your soul. So as you continue to grow, to become more in alignment, you become more in alignment with your true self, your true north, your soul, right? Your higher self. Now, could it also be that you're coming into alignment or mirroring someone else? Absolutely. Maybe there's a person in your life that's almost like a mentor. It can be a soulmate, that's a person who you just click with, but they're on a vibration or frequency that you admire them, you click with them, but it's almost using them as a way to mirror for yourself what you need to do, how you need to be, live by example. August, particularly the beginning of August, may have a big or many revelations for you. So the ideas of things coming, epiphanies, aha moments, that will probably occur definitely more in the beginning of August. And as such, it brings you fulfillment. So what I mean by that is when you have clarity in something, that aha, that epiphany, the fulfillment isn't necessarily completion of a task. It can be also metaphorically, right? But there's this fulfillment of reaching a certain point, a certain plateau, a certain goal of your development. And it's fulfillment. It's like that's what it meant. That's what this means, right? So the fulfillment in a way is completion, but it's also the coming a full circle and having a better understanding of whatever it is that has been, they're saying dancing around you, but you actually get to see it. You actually get to complete it. And the bottom of the deck, reminder to nurture yourself. How are you taking care of your vessel, your body? If you watch the Schumann resonance like I do, it basically measures the energy coming off the sun to the planet. And these energies affect us physically because our bodies are having to adjust to these higher levels of energy. So make sure you're nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. When you're tired, you need to rest. When you need to eat maybe better food or drink better water, get out into nature, listen to your intuition. All right. We also have, again, self-love, which is that nurturing. So they're kind of sending this home. How are you taking care of yourself? How are you talking to yourself? How are you treating yourself? Right? That's really important. Emotional clearing. We keep doing this, right? Things, just because you level up in one area doesn't mean that you still don't need to clean and clear and heal other things. So those things that are irritating, triggering, that is an emotional clearing that's needing to happen. And it's just something that's going to continue as you clean and purify your soul, your vessel, right? And that's also, that clearing is also not only on a spiritual level, an emotional level, and a physical level. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the connector between the here, the 3D and what we call the other dimensions, and also to source, to the universe, to God. You are the rainbow bridge. So they don't want you to forget that. August, beginning of August, look for synchronicities. I had some strange ones the other day, and it was so funny because I was connecting with some things and some people, and then went out to visit a family member, and they were watching a television show, and what was on the show was what I had just experienced. So watch out for those synchronicities. They can come in the way of, people you encounter, things you see, whether it's a bulletin board, it can be numerology, totem animals, a phrase, an encounter, and then it's confirmed in another way. Not usually soon, usually it's pretty, soon after. So watch out for synchronicities. Yes, continue to release old energy, old emotions, cleansing, that purification. That is an ongoing thing. And there's sometimes physical symptoms with that. So you might feel like you're incinerating 1 minute and cold the next for no reason whatsoever. It has nothing to do with air conditioning or a fan or anything like that. And it can also be just feeling wonky, nauseated, headache, whatever that is. But it's usually because there are things going on that you're needing to release. So ways you can help yourself with that, certain kinds of frequency music you can find on YouTube for meditation, healing, that would be great. Drinking really good water or detox water. I use one made with lemon, cucumber, and mint. But anything like that you can do, taking a salt bath, even just a shower. Continue to connect to your wisdom. You are a very wise individual, and the wisdom is there. But sometimes, like this mermaid, she's going pretty deep. You have to look deeper. You have to continue to go deeper, and that includes too with the releasing and triggering and healing of issues. It's not just like a one-shot deal. I went to a crystal deck I have. This is what came out. And it's called rhodochrosite, and it says self-acceptance. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. Absolutely. Even when we are messy, because people are messy, right? As long as you're in your integrity, in your truth, and you are doing the best you can, that is enough. Bottom of the deck, we have this interesting green one. It's kind of similar to the serpentine I have, and it's called Prenite, and it says trust. I trust myself and the divine flow of the universe. Absolutely. Another lesson, continuing to go with the ebb and flow and trusting everything will unfold how it's supposed to and when it's supposed to. I then went to the Ascended Masters deck. This deck is based on individuals who throughout time who have showed up that have been teachers, who are helpers, in the spiritual realm. And we have Mary Magdalene. It says, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. And we have these lilies for rebirth, right? And this kind of color, it's part of this love color, right? The red, the Divine Mother color, one of her colors. But you don't necessarily literally have to be a teacher. As for myself, we got a little affirmation, doing these readings, I'm a form of teacher, I'm a form of helper, but I'm also a student, right? But as you live your life according to your truth, you end up serving as a model, perhaps a teacher for someone else. Someone may come up to you and ask, like, how are you doing this? Or how do you manage this? Or they may be inquiring as to a practice that you have. Be the teacher, be the helper. I'm reminded of Mr. Rogers when there's times of trouble. I'm paraphrasing, but he said they always look for the helpers, right? Being a teacher is also a helper. And then Lord Ganesh came out like my other deck, and it says infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Beautiful message. And abundance comes in the forms of all kinds of things, all kinds of blessings, right? It can be a person placed in your path. It can be, you know, last week I found 2 feathers outside left for me on my path where I go, actually to the compost pile, and they were of a particular bird, my totem animal, a crow. So obstacles, whatever those obstacles are, maintaining your faith, maintaining the belief that knowing everything will unfold for you in accordance to divine order, divine timing, trust in that. And we have Archangel Michael, trusting in heaven. I just said trust. You are safe. Angels stand close and surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So something in August is coming. They're wanting, you know, to deliver a blessing, some kind of blessing for you. So trust. Continue to trust and believe that everything is coming for your greater good. Oh, nice message. On the bottom of the deck, we have Krishna, and it says devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So, trust again, right? And we've got the peacock, which is like the third eye, right? Trusting those niggles, those nudges, the synchronicities, as we've heard. So, and your devotion is your commitment to standing in your integrity, speaking your truth, using these practices of self-care, self-love, um, you know, doing what resonates with you is all part of those practices that you're being asked to continue. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And this, for me in the beginning, when I awakened, was kind of difficult because I didn't want to put too much in it because I thought, well, what if I'm interpreting it wrong? And that was the ego, right? So since then, I've been working, I've developed it to trust my niggle and nudges. And when it comes in, to observe it, to embrace it, have gratitude for it, and know when I feel guided to do something or not do something, that is the niggle, that is the nudge, that is the connection to intuition, to your higher self trying to guide you. So listen to your niggles and nudges this month. And as we talked about on the bottom of the deck, it says you're already doing it. So you're being encouraged to trust it, trust in yourself, trust in your guidance. I then went to the Gaia deck and 2 cards came out. It says Gaia is alive. Gaia is a conscious, sentient, and proper and appropriate energy that is linked to you. Everything's interconnected and it's all based on energy and frequency. Each time you show your love for Gaia, you love yourself. So when you love the earth, everything that's upon it, right? You help take care of it, that comes back to you. And each time you love yourself, you love Gaia. She is a part of all of us. So as you love yourself, you're actually loving her. Beautiful message. Dolphins and whales. The dolphins and whales are special and a part of the living portions of the crystalline grid of Gaia. They see you as family. That's why you love them so much. So the crystalline grid is, from what I understand, there are ley lines and there is a grid on the earth that is kind of like a motherboard in a computer, but it's how the earth is made. And there are deposits, natural deposits of crystals. There are crystals that have been placed in certain sites that help with they're showing me this kind of stuff, like almost like the circles around an atom, you know, in science, that it creates the connectivity and the flow. And the dolphins and the whales are a part of that. They talk using frequency, and they somehow help maintain that. And as such, that might be why we're drawn to them. And for some of you who work with those kind of energies, I am sure that is a thing, right? Bottom of the deck, they're saying, you modify Gaia. Every single human soul that comes to this place called Earth makes a difference as a unique energy that actually modifies the life force of Gaia. When you hug a tree, it hugs back. So this goes back to this connectivity. It also, I'm hearing, It's about your frequency. So do not be distressed, they're saying, by people or things that have a lower frequency. They serve their purpose to help create change and help to raise the frequency of humanity. So the interconnectedness is really important. And as you clean, release, raise your vibration, you are raising the vibration of the planet. And that contributes, they're saying, to the grid. Well, patience. If you've tried forever to shift the problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now and help me relax and trust that everything will be met. Often change soon follows. So, this discipline, this devotion of your practices, of allowing, of going with the flow, of maintaining yourself, of loving yourself, having unconditional love and compassion for not only yourself but also others. This process of what then unfolds for you requires patience. And that, for some of us, is one of the hardest disciplines to learn to master. To not force things, do not charge at things, right? But to be patient and know that what is meant for you is coming, to trust. Yeah. Direction. It says, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. So this is talking about being guided, trusting in the guidance, trusting in the synchronicities, the signs, trusting in your intuition to be guided in the right direction. And when you are going off course, ask for that redirection. And usually your guides, source, God, whoever, your ancestors, a lot of times they will do so. They'll give you a little whap, whatever that unfolds as, but that's to get you back on route, on direction. So keep that in mind. From the Moonology deck, we have don't let pride get in your way. So ego is a hard thing and we do need it, but it's learning to work in partnership with it and not let it overtake things. So if something is happening, you're sensing something, might be a synchronicity, there might be something or someone showing up that rattles you, that triggers you, possibly for healing and releasing. Do not let pride get in your way. Allow it and know that there's a reason it is showing up. A lot of times it comes in the form of mirroring something that is irritable, that is the opposite. And know that that opposite is actually you as well. Even if you don't have to agree with the person, you don't have to like it, but if there's something that they are mirroring for you that you do not like, you need to hold that in compassion and understand that the reason it's bothering you is because you have the capability of doing or have been doing the same thing, and how you need to awaken to how to change it, right? Yeah, and bring love back into the situation. Bring love. Can you come at it, them and yourself, in a loving way and say, wow, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for making me aware that that still needs healed, whether myself or helping the planet heal, but that you need to love it, even when it's uncomfortable, even when doors shut. It's because other things are meant for you instead, right? Be grateful and have love for it, for them. The niggles and nuggages and the synchronicities are bringing an opportunity for you to take action. And you'll know it when it comes. You don't force it, right? Yeah, be bold and then make the first move. Once that thing occurs, whatever that is, and you know, because it's a sign or a synchronicity, take a step towards it. And why? Because you'll be drawn to it, because it grabs your attention, and it does so for a reason. And for some of you, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So this learning these lessons, maintaining these lessons is really important. You're doing it, but it's to do it with consistency, with regularity, right? with integrity and to learn to shine consistently. Mm, yeah, trust your vibes. That's really important. And it's a lesson that has to be mastered. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. Bring love into the situation. Signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. This can show up in a variety of ways. Some people, they see coins. Some people, we get feathers once in a while. I've noticed weird things on, you know, people's license plates or billboard signs. Uh, Totem animals are a big one for me. They're part of my partnership with the animal kingdom. Um, it can be a message, it can be someone, it could be a Google search and some weird link, catches you differently. Yeah, signs from heaven. They are here this month to assist, to help. And what is that going to look like? Bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Metatron. Clear your vibes. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. So Metatron is an interesting ascended master, and he's probably showed up in history in other forms. However, this is part of his cube in the background. It has the Merkaba and the flower of life, but he is in charge of all sacred geometry and the 12, well, people call them the 12 laws. There's actually 13, but there's universal laws that create anything and everything. And anytime you need help clearing your energy, you can call on him and ask him to help clear it, which I have done, and it does help. And I especially find it helpful, in a shower, because water is also a cleanser of emotion. So usually if I'm feeling off, whether it's, emotionally or physically, and I need help clearing something, you can also use incense, to sage kind of thing. Music can shift it. So cleansing is a continual thing, but you may feel the need to do more of it this month. All right, to close out this reading, I'm going to go to the Keys to the 13 Universal Laws deck. This is an oracle deck I've created. And like I said, there's 12 universal laws, but the 13th one is love, and it governs everything. So let's see what we have for this month. Yeah, bottom of the deck, key to passion. What are you passionate about? Maybe that's what's coming in. Yeah, universal law, to love, to use love. Key to flow. Go with the flow. And it's the key to your path and purpose. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. All the things we talked about. What is your passion? What are you passionate about? What makes you happy? What lights you up, right? And go after that with love, with the flow. What shows up for you will occur. And it's the key to your path and purpose. Why you're here. For some of us, it's just being kind. It's just living our life for others to serve as an example, to be a teacher in some way. So I hope that you like this reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a reading, you can go to my website. I haven't updated it yet, but you want a 30-minute reading or something else, just hit me up with an email and I'll be happy to help you out. There's frequency jewelry that's already made there. They're all one of a kind, but if you want something custom, be happy to do that as well. Again, just reach out. But thank you for being here. Sending you lots of blessings. Have a great beginning of August. We'll see you next time. Bye.